learning the fourth and final way to factor. This way is called bust up. Bust them up. What we're doing is we're busting a term so hard that it splits into two pieces. Okay, so how do you know when to use bust them up? Whenever this number right here, whenever this number is not equal, number not 1. When it's anything but 1, we use bust them up. So right here, what's our A? 2. What's A right here? 3. What's A? 16. In the easy method, all of those A's are 1. Okay, but in bust them up, they are not 1, they are any number besides 1. So let's just get straight to the point. Here's what you have to do for bust them up. We have to bust the middle term, which is -3, into two pieces. But there are restrictions. These two numbers have to multiply. They have to multiply to be whatever A times C is. Well, A times C, 2 times -2 is -4.
Just kidding.
So they multiply to be whatever the A and the C multiplies to be. So 2 times -2 is -4. And then these two numbers have to add to be whatever your middle term is. So -3. So here we go. We're back to the step where we have to find two numbers that multiply to be something and add to be something. Well, let's list the factors of 4. 1 times what is 4? 1 times 4 is 4, and 2 times 2. Okay, well here's the hard part. 1 times 4 is -4, but 1 plus 4 is 5. So one of these has to be a negative. Well, if it's -1, +4, then -1 plus 4 is +3. But I need -3. So let's try -4. 1 times -4 is -4. 1 plus -4 is -3. So these are my two numbers. What we're going to do is we're busting -3 into two pieces, and we're just going to rewrite it. So instead of writing -3, I want to write two terms. So let's bring down 2x squared. So 2x squared just comes down. Nothing happened to it. Stayed the same. It didn't get in the fight. -3 got in the fight, and it got busted into two pieces, two numbers. These two numbers are 1, so put +1x minus 4x minus 2. I just brought the last part down. The only thing that changed was B, the middle term. What is 1 minus 4?
1 minus 3
Is -3. So look, it's the same thing. It means the same thing. The only difference is that I'm busting it into two terms. That's all we did. Now, how many terms are right here? 4. How do I factor with 4 terms? Grouping. First 2, last 2. Now GCF by grouping. Blaze, turn it on, please. You can't factor out a number, but you can factor out x. Because they both have 1x, so I factored out 1x. 2 comes down and x comes down, and then x times 1 is 1x. Now, I need to factor out negative what? -2. -4 divided by -2 is 2x plus 1. Are these two the same? So now regroup. Bring everybody that was outside in. and rewrite the other one. Yeah, you're done.
Wait, we have to use that cheat code.
This is the only way. When A isn't, yes, we're having a test on Bust 'em Up, GCS grouping, and Easy Method on Friday.
Is there gonna be like sections where it tells you which
No, you have to determine which one. No, you're not. We have to determine which one. So you're going to look at it, and you're going to determine which one to use. Yes.
So if we got 3 problems, it's Bust 'em Up. Like 3 by 6.
If there's a number first. If there's a 1, if it was just x squared minus 8x minus 3, then it's what? Easy method. All right, let's try number 2. We need to bust -8. We need to bust it into 2 pieces. But those 2 pieces have to be 2 numbers that multiply to give me 3 times -3, which is -9. I'm multiplying A times C. First step, multiply A times C. And that's how you get what you need to multiply to get. And then add what numbers give you B when you add, which is -8. So all I did was I multiplied 3 times -3 to get -9. And I put add -8. So I need 2 numbers that multiply to give me 9 and add to give me -8. Well, what are factors of 9? 1 and 9, 3 and 3. Well, 1's got to be negative, right? 1 has to be negative because it's a -9 I'm multiplying to get. Is -3 plus 3 going to be -8? Yes, but 1 minus 9 is. Hey, this works the same way as the train. Remember the train, people? The back number tells you that they're opposite. The front number tells you that the biggest one is, so 9's your negative number. Because 1 times -9 is -9. 1 minus 9 is -8. So use the train, people. This back sign tells you that they are opposite, but the front one tells you that the negative is the biggest number. So now we're breaking this -8 up into 2 pieces. No longer is it -8. Now it is 1 and -9. So rewrite 3x squared plus 1x minus 9x minus 3. How many terms?
4.
So we're using grouping. Can't factor out a number, but I can factor out a x, parentheses, 3 divided by 1 is 3, 2 minus 1 is 1. Need to save its spot. 1 divided by 1 is 1. X minus x is 0. What am I going to factor out of this one?
3.
-3, because there's 2 negatives. -3. -9 divided by -3 is 3x. -3 divided by -3 is +1. Are these the same?
Yes.
Regroup. X minus 3. 3x plus 1. All right, let's do one more together. One more, and then I'm going to let you do 4, 5, and 6 for homework. Okay, so let's go ahead and write your M and your A. What you put under your M is A times C. So let's write this. You can write A times C. That's what goes under M. And then what goes under A is just your B. So A times C is 16, and your b is negative 8.
And then you write down numbers that would be
16. 1 and
60.
2 and 4 and. Back guy tells you that they're both the same. They're both the same. Front guy tells you what kind. Well, they're both the same. What kind are the same? And he says they're both negative. So which one of these three give you 16 and negative 8 when you add them? Yeah, because negative 4 plus negative 4 is negative 8. So these two don't work. Now we're busting up negative 8. So no longer are we going to write negative 8. Instead, we're going to write negative 4, negative 4. So 16x squared minus 4x plus 1. You try to finish this by grouping. Focus. Grouping. Put your two parentheses.